What's up, guys? Welcome to another TalkingBull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We're here to bring you your weekly nerd news and talk some bull. So, you saw we missed last week. Sorry, we're busy doing shit. But we are back this week full force with very little news because nothing happened because it's July.
Yep. Very little to talk about. This would be a quick one.
Yeah, we're gearing up for Comic-Con, which should have a whole host of announcements. I almost knocked over my coffee, which would be a first. So, jumping right into some news. HBO's Watchmen series has cast Jeremy Iron to star in the series. No idea what he's doing. No indication thing from him yet.
DC guy to be in Watchmen.
Yeah. Maybe they're building a universe.
Playing different characters.
Yeah.
No, what they're doing is they're getting other jobs because they're not making any more DC movies.
No, they're not. Not in the slightest. Like, you're not... Who knows what they're doing? We talked about this time and time again. I like The Watchmen. I don't know where this is going necessarily.
This is after The Watchmen.
This is a whole different
It's
Watchmen.
a different thing, but it takes place after Watchmen.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think Watchmen has happened, and this is like something in my eye.
We are just all out of whack today.
Years later.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Cool. It's HBO, so they'll throw money at it. Good for them. Good for him too. I like him and stuff. He's pretty fucking awesome. Halo series officially ordered by Showtime for 2019. Right now, it's just under the working title of Halo, and they got some important people working on it. And it's going to have 10-hour-long episodes in its first season, and it's expected to go in production early 2019. And it'll just take place in the Halo universe. Cool. Again, Showtime's behind it, so it'll be somewhat decent looking. Mm-hmm. Not sure what you can do for a story. Maybe some side stories with some people, like, probably, much like they do with other things, but that's cool. I like that. They've been talking about trying to do Halo stuff outside of the Halo main games for a while, and they've done some stuff, but it's either a tie-in to, like, a story of, like, before a game or, like, in between a game type of thing. There's a whole bunch of books, and then there's, like, a little mini-series type of thing, but nothing on the scale of this. Steven Spielberg supposedly been trying to do a Halo movie for years, so this is, like, officially something is off the ground with this. And then for Last Man Standing, they're going to cast two key roles. Recast two key roles. And I was like, they're going to recast one key role and the kid. So the kid they have to recast because he's older now and obviously can't play the kid they want him to play, right? Yeah. It's been a couple years, he's older. And then the girl who plays...
Which kind of shitty. Why couldn't they just age him up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep going with what does it matter that he got older? Like, let's say the show hadn't been canceled. Would you have ended up recasting him midway?
No, because they would have kept going.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten rid of him because he got older. So.
Yeah, and then Molly, I believe Ephraim is her last name, is going to be recast because she's not coming back as Mandy. And that actually bums me out because she's great on that show. Yeah. And, like... That's a big role to recast. Like, they recast the first daughter after the first season, and it was kind of a shift, but it was still like she wasn't the focus. No. But even though the show was kind of about her a little bit,
but it worked, and it was early.
Yeah.
You're allowed to make
this is season 7? 6 or 7? And you're recasting a major role. Yeah. So. This person has big shoes to fill, whoever they cast in this. And you have to capture the energy. Like, she worked off of the husband, Kyle. I don't know his actor's name. But, like, they worked off each other really well. So you have to, again, find that thing. And it's either going to hurt the show or just whatever. But people were not happy, and I don't blame them. I wanted to kind of bunch that all together.
TV.
Yeah. Castlevania Season 2 release date is coming October 26th.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah, I have one episode left to watch.
Oh.
I kind of wanted to wait to see what they did before I was like, hey, how long do I have to wait for the next episode? Because they had said, we're not just doing one season, you will get another one, we're going to work on it right now, and then they announced that they were working on it. So I'm like, okay, I'll see when the next date is, and then I'll watch the last one, and I won't have to wait too long in between seasons. So I have that one episode, but yeah, I love this show. It's fantastic. October 26th, the second season will drop, which is awesome. They don't say how many episodes it's going to be, but
How
they
many were in the first one?
I don't remember. It was very short.
Probably the same then.
But they said it would be slightly longer, but still, that's pretty cool. Also, Netflix confirmed Godzilla sequel release date on.
Godzilla.
They did an animated,
an
anime trilogy for it on the 18th of July. So in the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So Godzilla, the anime.
Did you watch the other ones?
I tried.
Or is it too anime?
It was, the story is very convoluted, and I'm like, it's good, but it's convoluted, and also I was watching it at 2 a.m. So, not exactly prime, like, I'm paying attention to the story, I'm mostly falling asleep and dozing in and out kind of thing. So, I feel like I should give this the proper thing that, because I want to watch this, I like Godzilla. Godzilla always goes off the deep end with certain films, like, they're fucking crazy. They're, like, normal Godzilla stories here are like, Godzilla goes through shit and blah, blah, blah.
Godzilla in the zoo.
Yeah, basically. And then, like, Japanese Godzilla flicks are, like, some of them are just off the fucking wall ridiculous. And this was that type of story. So I feel like I should give it its proper due and actually not watch it at 2 a.m. when I'm falling asleep. So... sticking with TV.
That could be TV.
Okay, so we reported like 2 weeks ago that Chucky was working on a TV series. Well, MGM also wants to reboot the series, but at the same time continue on with the TV series, which is weird. So I actually read this article.
I read a little bit.
And I was trying to understand, like, they can do both? And I'm like... that's weird. Normally, when the studio steps in, it's like, hey, we're rebooting this. They end the other franchise, but they want to keep doing both.
Well, because it's two different people that are doing it.
But it's
Universal and MGM.
Which is weird.
So somehow, like, one owns the film rights, which is, I think, MGM has the film
MGM
rights,
has
and Universal has the TV rights. But it seems MGM has found a workaround to allow them to reboot the series while keep Universal happy and allow them to still go forward with their Play TV series.
That's weird, right?
If they're playing nice, whatever.
Yeah, like, and the guy was talking about, like, different continuities, confusing people, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you're talking to nerds. We have 85 different continuities for everything. Yeah, there's a Spider-Man movie coming out with at least 3 confirmed different Spider-Mans in it.
Yeah, like,
Spider-Mans.
That's not an issue.
It's not.
So,
I don't find
I don't
it
know,
an issue.
like, where's this Universal weekly TV show going? Like, is it?
They haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be Netflix or your Hulu or Crackle or
like TV. Like, it's
no, it's not gonna. No, it won't be cable TV. It might be on like Showtime, like Ash versus the Evil Dead was, but no, definitely not. This I found interesting. Netflix will outspend every Hollywood studio in 2018.
Jesus Christ!
Netflix
is set to spend around $13 billion in 2018 on original programming, which includes TV series, movies, comedy specials, and documentaries. Holy fuck! That's $13 billion on that's just on their shows, not the stuff that they then pay.
The licenses,
to get the rights and licenses for other networks and other people's shows.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
We've looked at this before, and I still don't understand. I still don't understand that.
One fucking household buys the thing. 15 people use the login.
Yeah,
it doesn't fucking the math.
They are introducing a ultra Netflix subscription. I don't think we talked about that. That will have more of the Ultra HD content on it, like your 4Ks and whatnot. Yeah. And that'll be $6 more than your average price. But still, that doesn't fucking make up any of this.
Yeah, like, where's this money coming from?
No. That's crazy. That's fucking insane. I can't.
Holy shit. According to economists, the streaming giant will spend more on content than any Hollywood film studio, television company, sports programming, and
Excluded.
And will also be releasing far more projects than its traditional rivals. That's insane.
Which makes sense that sports is excluded because, like, the television rights for the NFL are, like, astronomically fucking expensive.
That's insane.
Yeah. Netflix movie slate for next year consists of 18 titles, while Warner Brothers has 23.
82.
Oh, sorry, 82.
82 titles.
Warner Brothers has 23, and
Disney's doing 10.
yeah. Which, like, Disney's 10 will equal way more than what Netflix is going to. One of them will make $13 million. Like, Disney can release one movie a year and be profitable. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
That's just a crazy number.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
They just are. Do you think like it's gonna bust?
Well, look at this.
At some point, like
they go on to say that Netflix has yet to make a profit with an outstanding debt of $8.5 billion. Like, if you were currently a Netflix subscriber, you can rest assured that even with the massive debt, the company is still flourishing, adding an additional 7.4 million new subscribers in the first quarter of 2018 alone. With a subscriber base of over 125 million worldwide, 57 million in the United States alone.
So yeah, 57 million at $10 a person.
Is 14 in revenue spent on original programming.
I guess. It just seems, but like...
See, like, when we looked at these numbers before, this shit did not add up to the $1 billion it did now.
Yeah.
And which meant, like... And where the hell did they find... Where did it say? 7.4 new Netflix subscribers. Who the fuck doesn't have Netflix? 7.5 million people, that's who.
At the start of the year, didn't have it.
What the fuck? I guess these are the people that were like, you know what? Maybe I'll stop using mom's Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. It's the up and comers, right? It's the ones that move out and then like can't fucking use moms or dads anymore.
Mom's like, John, why can't I use the Netflix?
He's still using it, so you got to get your own.
Which is hilarious because my mom was like, why are the three of you guys paying for Netflix? We barely use ours. Just cancel it and use ours. So me and my sister both canceled our Netflix subscription and used my parents. And then my mom discovered Netflix about 6 months ago to the point where now she's watched.
That's one of them.
Yeah, she's watched everything on Netflix now. According to her, every other weekend she's watched everything on Netflix. And I'm like, no, they have 82 movies coming out next year. You haven't seen shit. And then. We had to up it because there was too many people using things at once. Yeah.
Viewers,
and I'm like, well, we gave them that money, but yeah, way to go, Netflix. That is a ton of money for you. Okay, so I guess we'll do this. We don't. So Fox officially announced that they're taking over SmackDown, moving it to Fridays. Away from Tuesday, and it will be on main Fox network.
I thought it was already on Fridays. What?
Fox Sports. What the hell is down here? It says blah, blah, blah. No, it's on Tuesdays.
It's on Tuesdays.
Not on Fox Sports.
Not on Fox, but live.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, because they love to fucking hit you with that.
Yes. But it used to be Fridays. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day it was Thursday.
Yeah.
Then it went to Friday. Then when it went live, it went to Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now it's going back to live on Fridays.
Yeah. So I think they'll still tape it Tuesday and do it Friday, but yeah, it's.
Well, it said live at the top of the thing.
That's because it's just called SmackDown Live.
Oh, like they still named it that?
Yeah, it's called SmackDown Live. I'm assuming once.
Well, no, this one says WWE SmackDown will begin airing live on Friday nights. It's not listed as SmackDown Live.
Huh.
So it says will begin.
Yeah, I see that
live.
now.
So they're not going to tape it on Tuesday.
They're going to move their entire fucking production a whole fucking
week.
Wow.
4 days.
That's crazy. That's got to like fuck with their entire infrastructure because like normally they tape Monday, Tuesday, they take a few days off and then they do house shows or whatever. Fuck, man.
Monday, do a couple house shows. Like, let's say they're traveling fucking Detroit to Toronto.
Yeah, they usually stay in the same general area.
Tape Raw on Monday night, do a couple house shows in the area, head to Toronto for
Friday
Night
night,
Live
yeah.
or whatever, and then do it then, and then might actually be easier that it's not back to back.
It'll be better for pay-per-view too, because you won't like Tuesday night they do it, and then it would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday until you get the thing. It might be better now, but that's crazy because they haven't. Wow. But yeah, it's gonna stay a 2-hour programming. Thank God, because like 3 hours for the other one is ridiculous. I mean, I don't watch it, but
I hear it's bad.
But yeah, that's good for them. Raw staying on USA, and WWE continues to be profitable, regardless of like people watch it. It's when it's on in its bracket, it's a highly watched show. So for everyone, for everyone that's like wrestling is dead. And then this is real. Pokemon has now become the highest grossing franchise of all time. It's estimated that Pokemon has earned $59.1 billion since its creation in 1996. This includes everything from its nearly 50 billion retail sales and behemoth mobile presence thanks to Pokemon Go. So, yeah, Pokemon makes fucking bank as a franchise. That's, holy crap. Like, Marvel's Cinematic Universe is the highest grossing film franchise, but in terms of actual fucking revenue, it's Pokemon. And in second place, Star Wars with $42.9 billion, which was crazy because for a while, it was the Disney Princesses line that actually made a shit ton of money, and it was the highest profitable in terms of stuff, just like shit they make and stuff like that. But
yeah, like they have all those toys and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hello Kitty comes in third.
Yeah,
with an estimated 41 billion.
They love the Hello Kitty over in Japan, man.
Yeah, top 3 is your Pokemon, your Star Wars, and your Hello Kitties.
Yeah. And then, like, that's what, farther down the line is all their Japanese animated stuff. And, like, but, so Gundam, they announced they're going to have a live action movie.
I saw that.
I didn't add it to the docket, but I'm like, that's cool. You saw the mobile version 1. I'm probably butchering the fuck out of that, whatever it is. But in Ready Player One, he fights Mecha Godzilla at the end of the movie. Spoilers. That big robot with the shield.
Okay.
That's one of the Gundams in Gundam. Okay. It's like a well-known Gundam. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's cool. I don't understand how to watch that show. There's like 85 different versions of it, but I caught it a little bit when I was younger. It seems cool. It's giant robots fighting. It's like Pacific Rim, but you know, not as well known here. Okay, so DC streaming service. Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't. But ultimately, there wasn't.
So you got a little tease. You can register for it to see what it is. It's gonna have the TV shows. It has
a lot of stuff.
It has a lot of the older TV shows. A lot of the old
of stuff that happened recently. I'm like, and I'm doing some of the stuff right downstairs. Yeah. I'm like, there's not a lot of point to do some of this stuff anymore.
Static fucking Shock. I know that sounds so stupid, but I'm excited to watch Static Shock.
Once I can spend that,
yeah,
that's all I'll ever watch, right? Like,
so like you're getting Static Shock, you're getting Wonder Woman live action, you're getting all the animated series, all the animated movies.
Yeah.
The Flash TV show from the 90s. I'm sure they'll add some of the live action Superman stuff in there.
That's in there.
That's in there. That's in there as well. The 66 is in there too?
Oh, I don't know about 66.
That's the one I'm curious. Yeah.
Like those 4 are in there.
Yeah.
All the Supermans are in there.
Yeah.
I don't know about 66.
66. Well, if they buy the thing in a few weeks, it might be because it isn't owned by that, so we could see it on there. But yeah. And then, like, you can read comics on there, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Cool.
They're going to have exclusive merch that you can buy. They announced the 7 figures for the animated Justice League, updated animated figure.
Yep.
They look pretty cool.
Yeah, they did.
Then there's, like, a community aspect.
Plus all the new stuff, like their
Titans, Swamp
Titans,
Thing,
Harley
Harley Quinn, Young Justice, and I think there's a few other ones on there.
Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Is gonna be next year.
So on the heels of that announcement of like it's coming, pre-register to find out nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they did that tease the day before. It'd be like, oh, check out big announcement.
I honestly think
their announcement was very similar to the press release we got 4 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
Like it was.
This was like a release for a release for a
release. The only
release.
thing that I fucking liked, besides seeing like this a little bit more broader scope of what it offers, like in that picture, that's all it was a fucking picture of like all the movies.
Let's just say it's $10 a month.
Yeah,
bare minimum.
Oh, 100% I'm buying it. But
fucking down. Like
what I liked though of like the new part of the reveal was seeing Robin's like full costume.
Yeah, so that is cool. I will drop that. Oh, look at that! I fucking did it. Well, first try. I will drop that right there. There's 2 photos. There's a shot we kind of saw before, and then a full body shot. It looks fucking awesome. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for that show. There was also several leaks about like what other people's costume may look like. I didn't check them out because I don't want to really see anything else spoiled. I kind of want to just see it myself. So that. And then I think Comic-Con will see a date.
Yeah.
They're doing a panel. Young Justice Outsiders is going to show the footage. That's cool. Mm-hmm. So I think we'll get a date. And then one of the stars of the show,
one of the stars
Mika? Mika Kelly.
She said the same thing that it's going to premiere in the fall.
Yeah.
She's just confirming what most of us will.
But it's just more confirmation that it's coming, and it's not going to not be there. We were worried that like about these and whether or not it was actually going to come to fruition based on Warner Brothers' track record of sucking. Yeah. But yeah, good for that. I'm excited.
Oh, I am. Like I want it today.
Yeah, I really want it. Like fuck, it looks so good. That picture. I'm just looking at this picture again.
Like, look at that. That's badass.
That looks like a Robin costume.
Yeah.
Like, it looks almost like the one in the movie.
The red and the green and stuff.
And the white and the not white, the yellow in his cape. Like
stuff.
just
like you look at the colors in the books and you're like, okay, this is kind of cheesy. Like it's weird, but they make it work in that.
This is like the revamped of Tim Drake's costume.
I was gonna say like I liked his costume. In Batman Forever.
Yeah.
You see it in there. It's the armored one. It has the green and the reds. And
they tried,
I liked it.
And then they gave him the Nightwing outfit in the snow.
Was holy fuck. But, Jesus. Fucking blow me. But the one in Forever is a good movie. I like Forever. I'll watch that one.
Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Young Justice, Harley Quinn.
I'm looking forward to watching that.
So yeah, you got.
I got Clark.
Yeah, that I'm excited for because I don't remember that, but I remember some of it. Yeah. So what we have now is Superman 1 through 4, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, Batman Ninja. Which, by the way, if you fuckers haven't watched Batman Ninja, go watch it.
Yeah.
It may be balls to the walls insane. I won't spoil anything for you because I want you people to see it. It's so good.
I couldn't finish Hell to Pay.
I haven't watched it,
and I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
I put this on, and I was hooked. I watched it.
And then on the complete opposite of end of that, they have Birds of Prey, which like they tried.
It's on. I'll watch it.
I will too. They got that. They got Flash 90s, as I said. They got Teen Titans. Super Friends, Legions of Superheroes, Young Justice, Static Shock, Lois and Clark, The Constantine movie, The Adventures of Superman, Mask Flexures, Superman serials, Superboy, Batman the Animated Series, Wonder Woman 77, All-Star Superman, Batman vs. Robin, a bunch of movies, The Return of the Joker, all the current movies.
Gotham by Gaslight.
So Legions of Superheroes, that's the one where Superman goes into the future, right?
Legion of Super. Yes.
I like that one.
That one was good. I
Yeah.
forgot about that one.
That was a different take. I like that. And then there's no word on the other movies, but I'm sure once their licensing deals are up with wherever they went and TV, like who's the big one that usually gets TV stuff?
Is it TNT or?
It's one of those TNT, one of those superstation type of things. They get first dibs at movies. Because I remember they got Star Wars real big first, and then do that. And then also the.
And I know CW has stuff with Hulu. That's why Smallville's not on here because it's exclusive. To
Hulu.
that will lapse at some point.
Well, the Fox thing with Marvel might switch that because they own Hulu, so the landscape's gonna look very different soon. But so I would like to have those go day and date or day then.
Boom! I'd watch it.
Who has the rights to Smallville?
It's on Hulu.
Is it?
Yeah.
But who has the rights? Yeah. Okay. That I was curious if they teamed with someone else to produce it because that's happened sometimes with.
No.
Okay. Because like we saw with Chucky, right? And then Batman 66 is tied between.
Because I think that was done before. That was
Warner Brothers actually had it.
Yeah.
So I would love to see the Fox or not the Fox, the CW shows.
Day
and date, or even the day. I'll take the day after.
I'll take a fucking week.
Yeah.
I'll take a week.
Because again, it'll be easier for me to watch it.
Yeah.
But like, I plan on watching at least one episode of every one of these shows if it keeps my attention. Like, if Superman and Max Fletcher or whatever, Wonder Woman, checking all those out might be cool. Not to watch the entire fucking thing though, but
yeah. I don't know if I'll check out.
But I'll look at them though.
I've watched the Max Fletcher ones.
I've seen clips, but I've never seen it. But like, and then again, getting all the animated stuff in one spot.
Oh, Superboy's the one from the 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'll check all this out. I won't watch All Star Superman because I hate that movie.
No, that movie. Yeah.
You know what we should do? We haven't done a topic in a while, but what we should do is rank the current animated universe that DC has going for every movie. Yeah, every movie they put out.
There's
like
about 32 of them.
We can do it. Maybe split the list between pre-52 their versions. Their Flashpoint stuff. Like even if it's not in universe, we'll split the two lists and we'll go from there. But yeah, we should definitely do that. Rank that. Because like there's a lot of good ones in there, but there's a lot of fucking stinkers in there too. But yeah, so that's cool. This comic thing is fucking fascinating.
Yeah,
I love
want to
this.
know how it works. Like again, I can log in on my phone or my tablet or whatever, and then just read books.
Yeah, and you can start reading wherever you left off.
Yep.
And right now, I guess they're gonna have a rotating comic collection. So at the base when this starts, it's going to have the entire 52 run. Action Comics. I don't know how it says the date, but it doesn't say how many issues.
Yeah, like it's gonna have everything.
So it says Action Comics 1938. So does that mean we're getting everything up to like 52?
Pretty much. I think so.
And then we have if you have that, then you had Adventures comic from 58. Oh yeah. Aquaman from 2001, Batman from 2002, Cyborg from 15, Deathstroke from 24, Detective Comics. Green Arrow from year 1, Green Arrow from 2011, which is the start of what's his face's run, I believe.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn from 2013, the Justice League from 97, the Justice League of America, from 97, Justice League from 2000, My Greatest Adventure.
No one knows what this My Greatest Adventure is. I've seen like comments being made about like
I've never fucking heard of it. Suicide Squad from I poked my eye so I can't read. 2011 Batman
Superman Batman 2004.
I was trying to figure out how to read that.
From 72, Teen Titans from 65.
That I'm excited for because reading old Teen Titans is fucking awesome. Teen Titans is good.
2011 and Wonder Woman also from 2011.
So they kind of cherry pick the best one.
You get to create a digital long box that will let users create a personal playlist to keep track of their favorite issues.
Yeah, as well as offline reading and cloud.
I like that as offline.
Yeah.
So like I could download the book but then I'm not at work using data reading these books or I like that idea.
The hand-curated selection from our decades worth of comic creation gives fans a dramatic long box to carry with them on their devices of their choosing, or letting them watch exclusive content on the big screen followed by the comic that inspired it.
I like it. I'm hooked. I just want to...
This is cool too. Connect. each thing had a big thing and then a paragraph. It'll also allow you to access the DC's encyclopedia that allow fans can update, so you can see basically all of the stuff, as well as like forums, news, competitions, and then the exclusive merchandising opportunity with all the new figures that they put out. And God, do they look cool.
Yeah, they do. Right there.
I would love for them to come in one set as a box.
I'm sure they do.
That's cool. Speaking of encyclopedias, did you see that in September DC's...
Brown? You ever read those growing up?
Yeah. DC in September, you can pre-order it, I think starting next week, is doing like an anatomy of the DC universe through the eyes of like Batman. So basically it's an encyclopedia of like all people's powers. Yeah, all people's powers, shit like that, how Superman's X-ray vision works, and you see like his eyeball and like there's shit all behind it. No. Yeah, I saw it come up on a tweet today and I was like, this is cool. But yeah, it's like an encyclopedia, like if Batman had written it for his files on his Bat computer. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that is fucking cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I assume like Hawkgirl here, you would see like her skeletal structure of her wings and how it fits, if it's actual wings, yeah, or like John's anatomy, or like that, or like how Aquaman's fucking fist has a hook on it. Mm-hmm. But I saw that today, I was like, that's fucking cool. Shit like that.
And this is a book that will be out in the fall, you said?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. This thing will launch in whenever. A beta test for signing up goes on the universe. Right now you can only access it in the US. But as it stands, the subscription will be on iOS, Android, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, and Android TV, as well as web and mobile at launch. I assume
what does that mobile at launch mean? Like on your phone? But isn't that covered by iOS?
I'm assuming it means every other mobile thing too, because other things have thing, but they're technically Android, but they're technically not. So
yeah, it's either Android or iOS.
Yeah. So, but anyways, basically, I think it just means you'll be able to access everything when it launches. My only thing is, when do we get the PlayStation app for it?
That allows me to download
Hell, I'll take an Xbox app because I have either one.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I want a PlayStation app that allows me to download.
But right now, at this point, I can stream it to the Chromecast, so
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I can use Roku or whatever too, but there's just, I want it through Sony.
Yeah, I'm sure we will get a app on there at some point. Almost every other thing at this point has an app on the PlayStation Network, like Crunchyroll and Funimation all have one, so I'm sure we'll get one. But yeah, that's cool. Hey, did we talk about this? No, let's quickly talk about it. Okay, 25 minutes later, we talked about the whole damn thing. GameStop is going to start selling comic books because they can't sell video games anymore because people are starting to embrace the digital medium.
The dying medium, though. Like, why are you
the dying medium is going to buy the dying store.
Why are you going backwards?
Anyways, there's a whole article on why and how, but basically they are going to start selling books basically like everything else they sell in the store. So if you've ever walked into a GameStop or an EB Games in the last like 6 months, you'll notice that they don't really sell games anymore.
Yeah.
Like half the store is like toys, and they bought ThinkGeek and like Funko, and like I can't tell you the last time I bought a game at EB or GameStop, but I've bought a Funko / like t-shirt or some shit. And then like I was sitting there last week just fucking around looking at stuff, and I ended up buying Pickle Rick Funko, and they had like the big pre-orders coming up, and one was Spyro. And I thought, but for a second, it didn't click that it wasn't out yet. And I'm like, I know this. I fucking talk about games constantly. I play games constantly. I know it's not out yet. And then I'm like, is that out yet? Just completely fucking stupid. And the guy's like, no, it's for pre-order. Do you want to pre-order? And my legitimate response, instead of saying, no, thank you, was, haha, no, I buy things digitally. That's why you're going out of business.
That's what you said.
And I said it like, not in an assholey way, but in a joking way. And the guy just looks at me like dumbfounded. I'm like, sorry, bro. He's like, it's cool.
No, I buy things digitally. That's why this place is a shithole.
Just in my mind, that's the thing you usually think but don't say. I said it the opposite. I'm like, no, I buy things digital. So one, I can fucking load it 3 days before, and then when I want to play it, it's ready to go.
Yeah.
No, I don't fucking go to EB and buy shit anymore. Fuck that. Plus, like, if I get bored of the one game, I just fucking turn it off and go to the 18 other ones that are on the console. The other reason brick and mortar exists is because they need somewhere to sell the fucking console. That's it. That's the only reason.
They could sell them online, ship them to you.
They could, but I guess right now it's cheaper to just have some places that actually, like, all my consoles at a store.
Yeah.
Not EB, but at a store.
Yeah, you don't need EB. You can get them at other stores that don't depend solely on those consoles.
No, I've bought in the PS4. I bought them all at Best Buy. Suck it. EB. I just, I forgot to tell you that. I just thought it was really funny. Speaking of comics, before we get into the big thing that happened in comics this week, Spider-Verse, I'll quickly mention this. They're going to introduce a Uncle Ben and Norman Osborn Spider-Man in the Spider-Geddon story that's going to happen soon in the Spider-Man comics. So, that's cool. I like seeing weird Spider-Mans, and there's never enough of them, so. But, something big happened on DC this week. Take it away.
It was the 50th issue of Batman where
Whoa, we're only on issue 50?
and Selena Kyle were supposed to be married, and apparently that was spoilers. She called it off. So they each wrote a letter to one another, I guess, right? Did you read that?
Yeah.
And they, in the letter, they said why they didn't think it would work and not a good idea. So she calls it off. And then the final reveal at the end of the issue hints at the idea that Bane has orchestrated this whole thing, because we have who's that?
That's
Holly?
That's Selena.
Selena?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was Selena or Holly.
I'm pretty sure it was Selena.
It has Bane, though, revealing that he has orchestrated the whole thing to not only break him physically, but to break Batman emotionally as well. And
That's
in the
new.
picture, you have, like, Joker, Riddler,
Gotham Girl.
fucking Ventriloquist, Strange, and in the background, we have the Flashpoint Batman, which
Allegedly.
well, it is. It looks
It's
like
the suit. It 100% looks like him.
It's 100% the suit of the Flashpoint Batman. We're not sure if it's like who's wearing it.
Yeah.
But so it's interesting. It's interesting to see what happens next.
Yeah. So basically, like,
But it does go on to say that, like, Tom King, who's the writer of the series right now, had said when he took over the series that he had a 100-issue game plan for the Dark Knight, and we're at the halfway point of what he had proposed. So
Azrael shows up in this comic. I'm never reading Batman again. But basically, like, what happened before this, though, there was a whole big fucking hubbubaloo because they did a interview with DC New York Times, I think, which basically, like, spoiled the fucking book before it came out, because, like, I guess DC wanted to, like, get it out there, and they were like, oh, there's more surprises in store, and, like, fans were pissed that they spoiled it. Tim King wasn't impressed afterwards. He was like, maybe it wasn't a good idea, and, like, they were like, oh, we planned this, blah, 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 to get it out there so you'd go read the book and shit. And I'm just like, nah, you just didn't want it spoiled the day it came out. But then, like, the day it came out, this was spoiled, so it was like, if people are going to read spoilers if they want to. If you don't want to read spoilers, you don't.
yeah,
Like, there's tons of spoilers for, like, Power Rangers out right now and Spider-Man. I haven't read them because I'm reading the current issues. But, like, I jumped on this Batman thing because I was fucking curious. But this just reeks of bullshit, and I don't like it. I
would have liked it. I would have preferred had they went through.
like, this whole thing, like, what annoys me basically, like, well, first off,
is the long tease.
yeah,
To come.
exactly. Like, Flashpoint Batman, we know, like, he said to stop being Batman, go be happy. So
Yeah.
it's just weird that he's there. So I don't think it's Thomas. But, like, this whole orchestrated to break them up thing is just bullshit. How about you tell a story where Batman tries to, like, be a husband and a better person, but still tries to be Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, have him try to be happy. Like, it's been, like, how many
For a
fucking
long
years? Like,
fucking time.
do something different. Like, try it out. See what happens. Like, Spider-Man was married for years until Fuckface decided he didn't want them to be married because it was stupid to have Spider-Man married, and fucking ruined 65 years worth of history. Fuck that guy. But fuck, I hate Brand New Day. It's so goddamn stupid. Spider-Man made a goddamn deal with the devil. Like that, like, how far can you go off the fucking deep end to, like, out of character because you didn't like the marriage? Just have them fucking separate.
Get a divorce.
Like, God, be like every fucking couple on the goddamn planet. What's the divorce rate? Like 100? But, like, it's lazy to me. And I don't care if you have 100 planned issue. This is dumb. Like, just let them get married and try something new. This isn't different. This is the same shit in a different fucking wrapper.
Yeah.
You've already had Bane break the bat. There's a whole fucking storyline dedicated to it, and then we got a stupid Batman. It's just like, it reeks of just, look at the headline.
Yeah, that's all they want.
It's Nazi Cap. Yeah, it's Nazi Cap.
Yeah.
Which, like, the story for that was amazing, but, like,
I was liking the story for this too. Like,
yeah, I've read a few issues of this, but, like,
it to go through.
I wanted them to try something new.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking dumb. And Marvel did the same thing a few weeks ago with Shadowcat and Colossus. Like, Jean Grey and, not Jean Grey, fucking, the other two got married. Instead, Gambit and Rogue, they've been teasing that for a while, so that was cool. But, like, just, it irks me. Like, try something different. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys are like, oh, comic sales are stagnant and, like, the industry's dying and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, do something people want to see different.
Yeah.
Like, we see the same shit. Like, that's why 52 and Rebirth were so good. They were different. You were trying different things. And, like, Spider-Man's great right now because he's doing different shit. And just, like, even the Power Rangers books. Fantastic right now because it's different from what we know and they changed the status quo to something good that people want to read with. When you respect where shit came from to make a good story, fans will react to that and do it. There's a reason why 52 Superman people like, and even after 52 Superman, even though they killed it, people still love those books. I don't like Superman.
No.
But I love the books, the current run of books. They are fantastic because you know what? They're doing something different. This is a Superman who is being a dad as well as a wife, and like
as the Superman from the old universe in with the rebirth of the 52 mixed in. Yeah.
It's characters evolving and growing to be something different, and it works great because he has to figure out how to be a dad to a kid that could theoretically end all existence. Mm-hmm. It's like Batman when he had Damian. That was great. That was different. It was Batman for once having to take responsibility for something that wasn't his fault, but still. 100% his fault. But it's like, yeah, like, it's good. It was fantastic. And now this is just, it reeks of the same shit. Why? Like, Bane has already broken the bat. He knows how to break the bat. Like, why are you doing this again? And then, like, you throw in character, like, why is Joker there?
Yeah, why are they all working?
Joker doesn't give a fuck.
No.
He was in this because he didn't want him to get married because he thought he would be boring. Mm-hmm. Like, Joker could have did that on his own. Like, but we're finally getting the fucking answer about this 3 Joker bullshit.
Yeah, they're going to work on that separately from this.
And I'm just like, good, you've teased that, like, what, 2 years now? Just fucking do it already. I'd like to know why there's 3. And so help me God, it better be good. It won't be.
It won't be. The burn's been too long for it to be good now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was my rant about DC, but a company that I read some of their books. I'm more of a Marvel person, but they do the same fucking shit either. Hey, read Spider-Man 1, fucking starting next week.
What else do you got?
I have. So, I saw this, and I didn't really read the story, but I want to read it quickly right now. And it was basically like, Mission Impossible Fallout director says they tried to accommodate Justice League with Mustache Gate. So as you know, and probably have seen, Superman has a terrible CGI'd away mustache face. Yeah. And in certain scenes, it looks like absolute dog shit, and you can tell. in certain scenes. In other scenes, it's fine, but like the beginning of the movie, there's something wrong with his fucking upper lip. And this was like, there was a whole hullabaloo between the two companies of like not playing nice while Mission Impossible was trying to do stuff. And basically, the director was saying that they tried to be accommodating towards Warner Brothers, and I guess DC was having none of it.
The short answer is
Yeah.
we made every effort to accommodate Justice League without negatively impacting our movie. There was nothing we could do.
And again, I don't blame Mission Impossible. I blame Warner Brothers.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have reshot an entire movie in those 6 weeks.
Basically.
To have to have him do the whole ending again, right? Like,
Yeah.
And then they do the opening, and then they do the ending, and then they redo the fucking cornfield scene with him and Lois, and then like they don't use any. Yeah, it was on them.
Yeah.
It's a movie they needed to make for reasons that had to be finished by a certain time, and they didn't care that it wasn't going to be good.
Yeah. But Mission Impossible looked great.
Oh, Mission Impossible is badass. I want to watch the other ones before I see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
We should do a when's that movie come out?
In a couple weeks.
Should do a commentary on the first one, because that thing's dated as fucking easy to make fun of. But any of them really you could make fun of. But
the only one I won't do, like number 2, right?
Yeah.
It's that's a hard watch.
Yeah.
It is.
It really is.
Woo.
Yeah, woo. They wooed that film. That thing is like movie is like 2 steps from being Face Off.
Yeah.
And granted, Face Off, great fucking flick. Underrated flick. Mm-hmm. Like, it is John Woo to the core, but it's like really good. Mm-hmm. Nick Cage and Travolta are just phenomenal in that. Like, for the first, 20 minutes or so, they play 2 characters. And then Face Off happens, and they have to play those 2 characters, but flipped.
Yeah.
And, that's fucking insane. And I don't know if they get enough credit for doing that, because they completely switch personalities. Mm-hmm. And, Nick Cage now is either, really good Nick Cage, or he's, off the fucking deep end Nick Cage. And you never know which one you're going to get in each film. I guess this movie he has coming out now is, really good acting Nick Cage. Whereas, the one before was, batshit crazy Nick Cage. Nick Cage is great. He's a Hollywood treasure. Jim Carrey is going to play Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
So do you think he's going to be a CGI character?
I have no fucking... I don't know.
Are they changing the look of what he is to, obviously look like Carrey?
This movie is just... The more they add to it, the more I don't want to see it. I like Jim Carrey, but I do not see him as Robotnik.
I just don't understand how he'd be a Robotnik in a live action.
Yeah, how is he gonna fight Yogi Bear? I mean Sonic.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what set photos.
This movie is just.
It's a kids movie.
It's stupid. You can make a good kids movie. The Incredibles just did it.
Have you seen that?
No, but I really fucking want to.
I don't know if I want to see it.
I love the first one. Yeah,
it's not.
I love the first one so much.
I haven't seen the first one maybe 15 years or
10
years. It hasn't been.
That's one of those movies that rotate in every so often because I love it. It's a superhero movie that's
so long.
Different. Yeah, it is long.
And I just can't. I just find it so long.
Yeah.
I'm holy shit.
This movie's so long, I'm going to watch 15 seasons of Smallville instead.
Get to the end. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to watch Smallville instead. That's weird that Smallville wasn't on that list.
Because, like I said...
it's on the thing, but it's new. Really big news.
That's awesome.
Telltale is ditching his engine after 15 fucking years and 34 games. They are going to drop their own engine and go with the Unity engine, which the Unity engine is fucking phenomenal.
So it won't be so glitchy now?
No, it'll fucking work. It won't crash when you're in the middle of playing it, because I don't think anyone has played at least one Telltale game where it hasn't crashed.
Yeah, mine, I did Batman.
Batman crashed at the final scene for me. I had to do it over again.
Yeah.
Guardians crashed. Very underrated game, very good. I gotta play the fucking second season of Batman.
I only played the first episode of the second season.
Like, I haven't played any of it, and
But
I'm like, I love that game.
I only played it accidentally.
Yeah. Like, I want to play it. So, right now, the last outing will be on The Walking Dead, the final season. The first episode of that goes live on August 14th. And then the next one will be the Stranger Things project, and it will be on the engine. So that's cool. I'm excited for that. The Wolf Among Us Season 2 has been delayed to 2019, and the second season of the Game of Thrones game has been put on hold indefinitely, both of which are pretty much a side effect of them switching engines, which I didn't even know they were doing a second season of Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have that. I think I got it for free with one of the updates or the PlayStation things. Wolf Among Us I never played because it seemed like one of those ones that wasn't ever going to get one, but now that it has one, maybe. But I like the Telltale games. They're fun. They're pretty easy to do, and like I love the moral choices of doing this and different experiences. And like my Batman game is completely different than your Batman game, and just Stranger Things.
Yeah, like if I'm not mistaken, I don't have Two-Face in my game.
Yeah, you don't. I do, which is like that completely changes how the fucking aspect of the game works.
Which going into like not a big deal, obviously, but going into my first episode of season 2, things are different for me than where you'll start off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to play. I gotta play that. Fucking too many games. Stranger Things. That'd be interesting.
That sounds cool. I want to play that.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I wonder how they'll tie that into stuff. But yeah, I think that is all. I think we covered all the newses because that's last week's stuff. All the news is. And then just like small stuff trickling out here and there. A lot of cool stuff, but just we're waiting to see. San Diego Comic-Con, like I said, is coming up soon. So where are we at?
52.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching the 50th episode. We really appreciate that. Thank you all for joining me on the live streams. I really appreciate that. You guys are fun and entertaining. Now, if you guys could just comment on our regular videos as much as you do the fucking Let's Play or the me live streaming, that would be fantastic. Yeah. But thank you for joining on this week's Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Yeah.